私はケチマリコ。
マリコ様、get away from the door.
こたびの石堂様の卑劣な襲撃に物申します。
マリコ殿もこちらへ。
そして自らの命を。
マリコ様!
What is up, everybody? Jeremy Eisenfire here, and welcome to my Shogun Episode 9 Ending Explained video. And here we have it, folks. Crimson Sky has officially arrived, only not exactly in the form that maybe some of us expected. And while I will be doing a full breakdown of Episode 9, I wanted to get this one out first and foremost to discuss this phenomenal ending of this episode that we just saw, where we ended up saying goodbye to yet another beloved character. With Mariko, Blackthorne, and Yabushigi all departing for Osaka, we are slowly starting to see Toranaga's grand plan take shape, and the role that Mariko will play therein. With Mariko arriving in Osaka, she instantly puts Ishido and the council in a very precarious situation. With Mariko entering the city, and with Ishido also refusing to let her leave, she starts to expose Ishido's grip on the castle and all of the other regions and families who are held hostage there currently. And with Ishido refusing to let Mariko leave, Mariko then puts Ishido in an even worse situation with her attempt at committing seppuku, which essentially would kill two birds with one stone, with giving Mariko the revenge that she so desperately seeks against Ishido and the rest of the council, while also leaving him with two incredibly poor decisions as to which one to choose: let Mariko commit seppuku, or let her leave, two choices that will undoubtedly loosen Ishido's grip over the castle. And here we are starting to see Toranaga's plan take shape, or at the very least, Mariko's part in said plan. If Ishido does in fact let Mariko commit seppuku, it could essentially lead to an all-out revolt within the city, especially with Mariko being so beloved not only by the population, but by other members on the council as well, with her being Christian. Yet, on the other hand, if Ishido does let Mariko leave, it would definitely loosen his grip on the rest of the hostages within the castle of Osaka, as they would undoubtedly want permission to leave as well. A decision that comes down to the very wire as we see Mariko come extremely close to committing seppuku, with Ishido bursting in through the doors in the last minute granting her permission to leave. And I can only guess Ishido calculates that letting Mariko leave and loosening his grip on some of the hostages is a far better option than facing a full-out revolt within the city. But unfortunately, Ishido's skullduggery does not end there, as he is not so quick to let Mariko and Blackthorne leave unscathed. Earlier in the episode, we see Yabushigi talking to one of his servants, informing him that Ishido has given him one final chance to save himself, by betraying Toranaga and Mariko one last time. An offer that Yabushigi is all too happy to accept, as he agrees to open the gates and allow Ishido's assassins within Toranaga's confines inside Osaka Castle, putting Blackthorne and Mariko and everyone else at grave risk, forcing Mariko and Blackthorne to fight for their lives in an attempt to escape. But unfortunately, with them being surrounded on all sides and clearly very outnumbered, they are left with very few options, one of which being to barricade themselves behind a door that they hope will hold for the time being. At which point, we see Mariko step up and make the ultimate sacrifice. With them getting ready to blow open the door and likely kill everyone inside due to the explosion, Mariko sets herself up in a position to absorb most of the blast and hopefully save Blackthorne and everybody else inside, which it looks like she was successful in doing, albeit of course at the cost of her own life. And again, we are slowly starting to see exactly the part that Mariko is playing in Toranaga's grand plan, where she was clearly sent here to sow division amongst Ishido and the regents and everyone else within the castle, and hopefully expose Ishido for the tyrant that he is. And Mariko was, in fact, the perfect person to send on a mission like this. Again, with her being so much beloved by the city, and with her having ties to the Christian regents on the council as well, she really was in a very ideal situation to sow division within Ishido's camp more than anybody else could have. Overall, it was a very beautiful ending for Mariko's character, albeit much different from the source material. Not only did she finally get the death that she has so longingly been searching for all these years, while also dealing a hefty blow to Ishido and his power base within Osaka. So it seems at the end of the day, Crimson Sky was not so much a direct assault on Osaka capital, but more of a plan to sow division within the city itself, and seemingly a successful one at that. So it's going to be very interesting to see how exactly Toranaga capitalizes on this sacrifice that Mariko made in the final episode next week. And this loss will also be undoubtedly extremely hard on Blackthorne himself, especially considering how close Blackthorne and Mariko became in this episode alone, with them sharing one final night together before Mariko's end. And definitely leave your thoughts and comments down below. How exactly do you think Toranaga will capitalize on Mariko's sacrifice? But that is going to do it for our quick breakdown on the ending of Episode 9 entitled Crimson Sky. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this final episode plays out. Shogun has been a phenomenal series up until this point and the most authentic look I've ever seen into the world of feudal Japan. And I feel like this show has certainly successfully shared Japan's culture with the rest of the world in a way that we really haven't seen before, which is something I am super thankful for. But that is going to do it for our quick breakdown on the ending of Episode 9, and definitely leave your thoughts and comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit a like on your way out, and consider subscribing to stay up to date on all of our future content. And as always, I want to give a big thank you to everybody out there for watching, and a huge thank you to all of the channel members, and we will see you on the next one.